We are live with the beautiful and talented Joy Lenz and special guest. Who is this?
This is Haas.
Haas. Hi, Haas. How old is he?
Give me 5. Yeah!
Oh.
Such a good boy. Haas is 10.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And he is so good just sitting there. He wanted to be a part of the interview, and how can you say no to that beautiful face? So Joy, let's jump right in. The fans are so excited about your upcoming movie, Royal Matchmaker. Can you tell us a little bit about the film and your character, Kate?
I'm excited too. Yes, so Royal Matchmaker is about a young woman who is starting her own matchmaking company after leaving Manhattan's most prestigious matchmaking company. She was there for years and decided to go off on her own. And one of her first big gigs is that she is hired to find a match for the Prince of Moldavia. There was a lot of discussion about whether it was Moldavia, or Moldovia. So I think it's Moldavia. I think that's what we landed on. You'll probably hear it a few different ways in the movie. Yeah, so I am flown out with my assistant to the castle and to the kingdom of Moldavia and to spend time with the prince and find out if I can figure out what kind of a woman's going to work with this guy.
Oh, and speaking of the prince, Prince Sebastian is played by the very dashing Will Kemp. Tell us about your experience working with him.
Will's great, and we met on the plane out to Romania from London. He was sat right in front of us and, flipped around, looked over the seat. Are you Joy?
Oh, it was an accident.
Oh, hi. It's okay. It's all right. He gets a little possessive sometimes. Okay. You have leaves on you. And then we just got to know each other better and better as the filming went on, and he's great. He's really thoughtful actor and really cares about the material and the character and really smart. And okay, go play. We had a great time.
Oh, and speaking of on the plane to Romania, that's where you filmed. How amazing was that, being there and shooting there? What was that like?
It was awesome. It's just, we went in the winter time, so we got a great, 3 days of beautiful weather, and then it turned and got rainy and cold. And it was really perfect, actually. He's fine. He'll just wander. It's all right. I see you checking in after him. As long as he doesn't go in the house, he'll be okay. Audrey, would you keep an eye out? Thanks. So Romania was gorgeous, and especially in the winter. I'd love to go back in the summertime. Sequel. It's just like a fairy tale village. Everywhere you look, it just looks like something, Disney tries to recreate in Disneyland, but it's real and old and so beautiful, and all the little snow-covered hills. And we shot in a beautiful town called Sinaia, which is a mountain ski town, and that was incredibly quaint. And the people are lovely, hardworking, very serious, but very, you could tell they're just really loyal people, and it was awesome. Great time.
Do you have any fun stories of exploring, whether it be the town or the castle where you shot?
We did go to Dracula's castle. That was very exciting, which actually looks a lot like Winterfell. Yeah, it's amazing. And they're going to show some photos of that on the Home and Family show today.
Very cool.
And what else did we see?
Is it a little spooky?
It was a little creepy. It was a little. It's kind of amazing, the architecture from 400 years ago. We all did a lot of exploring. We found a great little restaurant in Sinaia called Snow, and we just all went and really enjoyed the Palinka and all the other. Are you chasing him around?
Haas is just making his way.
You can just pick him up. I just didn't want him to go. No, don't worry about it.
Haas is having a great time today.
That's Audrey. She's chasing my dog. Haas.
He's running around.
Are you trying to come here? Come here. Hossy, come. So this is exactly what you're talking about, right? Total chaos, not being able to pay attention to the interview.
Maybe if we get some comments. Come on over here, Haas.
He'll just snuggle with you.
He's
feeling adventurous.
So your character, Kate, she is also known as the Queen of Hearts. She's one of the most successful matchmakers in the world. What advice would you have for someone looking for their own happily ever after? And sorry for the noise. We're on the Universal backlot.
We're in Universal Studios, almost. We're really close, and it's where they film a lot of stuff. And this is the tram that goes by. Can you see it? Can you show the tram?
We can't.
You can't pick up the thing?
Yeah, but they can all see Haas and you and
oh my
Raven.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, there's the tram. Everybody's on the tram, touring. So what did you just ask me?
So some advice
right.
for someone looking for their happily ever after. As
Yeah,
the Queen of Hearts.
I mean, I really, not to get too serious on you, but I do really believe that it starts internally, and you know, for me, finding fulfillment in that spiritual connection with something greater than yourself is really the ultimate thing. That's, even when you do find your happily ever after, it's never happily ever after. There's always problems. No one's perfect, so there's always going to be issues that you run into, and being able to have that personal connection, that spiritual connection, that's the baseline that you're always going back to. That's what's always going to be there for you, whether the person's right or not. Mm-hmm. So for me, I think that's the most important thing, and then the right person kind of comes in at the right time.
That's great. That's great advice. That's really good. And have you ever played matchmaker yourself to friends, or been on the other side of it, like Will Kemp's character, Sebastian?
Oh, right. Yeah, I've had a couple people set me up a few times. You know, it didn't work, but it was fine. And I have tried to set up a couple people before. That also did not work.
Oh, no.
Wait, there was one couple that I did introduce. When I was on Guiding Light, there was one of the actors, like I think I introduced him to his this girl that he liked, and like he told me that he had a crush on her, and I was like, let me see what I can do, and I like made it happen, and I think they got married and had babies.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
well, there you go. So the Queen of Hearts is based on you.
Yeah, yeah, it's real.
And speaking, we're getting so many comments. Hallmark fans are so excited to see you back on their screens. We know you did a Christmas movie with us. What is it about the Hallmark stories that you love?
I love that it makes you feel good. I love the opportunity to play comedy. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like it's an environment where I get to be creative and play. So why not?
And speaking of, we watched, we see some great promos, some sneak peeks. It looks very funny. Yes, there's the tram. Hello. You have great comedic timing. Would you say, are there any fun moments of improv between you and some of the other cast members?
Yeah, a lot of it was improv. The scene, there's a clip that's floating around Instagram right now that's of me sitting by the fireplace sort of talking about, like, just babbling about how, well, of course I can't fall in love with the prince. Why would anybody fall in love with the prince? And can you believe he lives in this castle? And that's just ridiculous. And it's unethical. I can't do that. So that whole scene was a completely different scene, so we ended up rewriting that on the spot and just kind of improvising that whole thing. And then there's a scene later when I realize he doesn't love me back, so I think then I'm like weeping in bed. That was also a completely different scene. We all just like rewrote it. So there was a lot of, it was a really collaborative experience. The writer, Mark Amato, was so great to have on set and so collaborative. Amy Krell, our producer, was super collaborative. Everybody, and Mike, our director, everyone just felt like we were there to have fun and create the most cohesive, best story we could. And I could tell that the creators, including the director and Brad Kravoy, everybody just wanted to utilize the talents and the skill set that the artists that they had. And so they wanted to bring all those out, and it's a great environment for an artist to feel like they can do that.
Yeah, it's rare, and from the looks of what we've seen so far as fans, it looks like that was successful.
Yeah.
All that hard work and these artists coming together.
Yeah.
And
good. I'm so glad. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, we'll be on the lookout for those scenes you mentioned.
Yeah.
And speaking of Royal Matchmaker, it is part of Hallmark Channel's Spring Fever. Mm-hmm. And even though it's a little cloudy today, it is the first day of spring. So what are some of your favorite spring activities to do with your daughter and your family? Some stuff you like doing.
My favorite spring activities. That's so funny. I don't think of like activities other than winter. Like winter to me is such a time of year that you do. I guess it's really nice to be able to go to craft, and I've been getting into gardening a little bit, so I'm trying to teach her how to garden. Oh, you ready to come say hello?
Hey,
Stay. Come here.
What a good boy!
Boy,
hi, Hans. Welcome back.
Being able to craft outside, just sending my daughter and her friends out to the front yard and like throwing out a blanket and we like to do little tea parties outside sometimes, and I don't know. What are some things that you like to do for spring break?
Me? I think we're lucky living in Los Angeles. It's spring most of the year for us here, so we get the crafting outside is actually a great idea. I wonder if this inspired me to try that. Maybe it will inspire some of the fans watching to try that. And Royal Matchmaker, getting back into that, it's about, like you said, finding someone that you're truly meant to be with. What are you hoping that fans take away from this movie?
It's great. It's just, I just hope they have fun. I hope they enjoy themselves and have a great time, and want to come back for more and want to see more out of these characters and the story.
Well, we're sure that they will. And
Good.
before we go here, let's remind fans when they can watch Royal Matchmaker.
Royal Matchmaker is on this Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this Saturday, March 24th at 9/8 Central
At 9/8
on
Central.
Hallmark Channel.
Perfect. Joy, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you,
for having
Haas,
me.
for joining us.